Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming testing new makeup, and if you guys are interested in seeing some new to me makeup, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post quite often, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on the bell so you're notified every time I post. And if you could do me one last favor and watch this video all the way to the end, it really helps me out. We are so close to 13K, you guys. I can taste it. I think the last time I checked, I was like 63 subscribers away from 13K. And so, yeah, if you could just make sure you're subscribed, thank you so much, and let's get into it. Okay, today's a bit of a weird day because I feel like it's been like palette, and then I was just feeling so worn out in not a bad way. It wasn't really about makeup. I was just tired. I felt like I hadn't caught up on sleep, and I went to bed as early as I could yesterday, and I'm just feeling really good today. So I figured I'd capitalize on it and film. So I did place a Colourpop order at the start of the month, and I should have probably thought that through, but it did arrive, and so I figured let's just throw it all into a video. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about in this video. So I bought the Getting Fresh palette because they were having a 30% off sale, and this is the mega palette that I have just eyed for so long, and there's a few others too, like the rose metals. There's like two rosy ones, one's like more pinks and cool tones, and there's just like a bunch of mega palettes I have my eye on, but I was just so tempted by this palette for so long. So this is the Getting Fresh palette by Colourpop. I did swatch the palette for you guys, so you can check that out while I'm talking here. So basically I swatch from left to right, and so the first set of swatches are the first two rows, and then the middle row all the way up to the third shade called Endless, and then the next set of swatches is the shade No Doubt, and then those three shades, and then the last two rows. So this palette definitely has a concentration of lighter shades up here, darker shades down here. I definitely saw like neutral looks. You can do probably a really cute green look, as well as some really fun peachy tones in this palette. So I'm still trying to decide as I'm talking to you guys what kind of look I want to do. I guess I could do two eye looks, but I don't know if I necessarily want to. But yeah, I was able to grab this on sale, so I did. Did I need this palette? Absolutely not, but I figured let me just get my hands on it. And then I have been eyeing their new formulated eyeliners, and I have so many of these. I bought the very first ones they launched because back in the day, color eyeliners were not that easy to find, and they were also pretty pricey. I mean, I feel like a lot of eyeliners still are, but I bought a lot of them. I've purchased them over and over again throughout the year, so I need to go through my eyeliners and declutter the duplicate shades I have in here. But I'm so excited because I love like these fun colors, so I grabbed a small set. I wanted to grab all of them, but I was trying to be tame, so that was my Colourpop order. And then I was so tempted, you guys, so I did buy one of the Hourglass holiday palettes. I watched Morgan Turner's video on these. It was so helpful because she laid out like what palettes had what shades that were new shades, what shades were repeat shades. So if you're eyeing one of these, highly recommend checking out her video. She also has a code so you can save, I think, 10%, which was nice. And so I bought the palette with the snake packaging, and this one has the most new shades in it. So I believe, according to Morgan, 5 of these shades are new, and then 1 is a repeat shade. I don't even know if it says on here which one was a repeat, but there is a blush shade in here. I think it's the shade Sunbeam. Kind of made it worth buying because it's a beautiful orange blush, so I'm so pumped about that. And I thought while I do my makeup, we could chat about my conspiracy theory on Starbucks cups. So I actually got mine the day it launched, I went to Target and there was a pile of them, so I did grab them. And of course, I posted about them on my stories because I like to torment people. No, I'm just kidding, but seriously, people like lose their minds for these cups, which I totally understand. I have in my closet here in my makeup room literally so many cups because I used to collect them. And let's be real, you know, Starbucks figured it out, right? They knew that we would hook ourselves to collecting these freaking tumblers, and basically it got to the point where people were buying tons and tons of cups just to resell them, and I would get so frustrated because there'd be a cup I wanted and I could never find it, and I'd get so sad. And then I think maybe Starbucks got some backlash for it, and so then they started giving us more. There were more tumblers available. I started seeing them, you know, kind of coming in larger quantities, which I was happy about. But then I, you know, like many people, I think decided to take the stance that like, F this, like I'm done. I can't even use all these cups to begin with. So I'm going to stop buying them because Starbucks is like trying so hard to milk all of my dollars. So I stopped buying them. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I feel like people that collect Starbucks as a collective decided like, no, we're all done, because for the last year or two, I swear I've seen cups just sitting there, and then I saw cups go on clearance, which was like shocking because that never happens, right? Like, when have you ever seen the limited edition ones like go on clearance? And so I was like, it's working. Like, we're sending a message to Starbucks. We're like, no more Starbucks, no more. Can you just con us and like come up with these just same mug, just different colors, and think that we're all gonna just fall for it? But I was very happy with myself. I haven't bought a Starbucks mug. Honestly, I don't know. I think the last one I bought was the last Halloween mug, because that one is also glow in the dark. I actually have it sitting here in my room, and it's just so silly because I tried to sell some of my mugs on Poshmark because I just don't want to keep them in my closet anymore. Like, I get it, I collect makeup, but I don't really need another collection in my life, so I kind of wanted to get rid of them. But you know, you've spent like all this money, and so you're like, maybe I could recoup some of it by selling these. And Poshmark does keep a percentage, so if I wanted to like make something, I would have to sell them more than what I paid for them. But I think I sold one mug and all the other ones are still on my Poshmark. It's so cringe. And I didn't even list all my mugs, so I have a bunch more that I need to list, but I don't even know if there's a point because I don't think anybody's gonna buy them. So anyway, that's kind of my story, my theory on the Starbucks mugs. I would love to know if you guys are collectors, if you got this particular one. I think it's called the slime mug. And let me tell you, I had a few people in my DMs saying, oh my gosh, I'm trying to find it, I can't find it. And of course, like, I wish I could buy everybody one, and I definitely thought about getting like an extra one, but I just walked out of there because I was like, these are expensive. I also ended up grabbing this one because it's just so pretty, and I was thinking I could use this for my morning coffee, but of course I turned it over and it says do not microwave, hand wash only, and I microwave my coffee mug every morning. And so I'm like, great, I can't use it for coffee because I can't microwave it. And then I was contemplating like returning it, but then I was like, I don't really want to do that, so I bought it down here. I think I'm gonna use it to maybe hold like brushes. So yeah, I think I might use it for holding brushes. But yeah, it's just wild in these streets with these mugs, and my husband hates them and he thinks it's such a waste of money, which, I mean, he's not really wrong. But yeah, every once in a while it'll still get me. And then let's talk about Stanley mugs, okay? Because everybody loves Stanley, and I'm like, no, Stanley is not for me. I don't like that you can't like turn it upside down. Like my kid constantly knocked over my Stanley when I had one, and I was so annoyed. I actually sold my Stanley on Poshmark. This was when they were hard to get, so I was able to sell it, and I actually made some money, which made me happy, but I hated it. And then one time my kid actually fell, and she somehow fell on the Stanley, and the straw like scratched her. So I was just extra annoyed. I'm like, how can this cause an injury? That's ridiculous. And the funny thing is, I know of other people whose kids have fallen on their Stanleys and hurt themselves. So I feel like that's a lawsuit that's bound to be happening somewhere in America. Yeah, I just really think Stanleys are so overhyped. I myself am a Hydro Flask gal, but the other day I was talking to a friend and she had mentioned that there's a brand called Brewmate, and they've invented a jug. What do they call, like a jug that's a 40 ouncer that is spill proof. So I might have ordered myself one. It was like a pre-order, because why are we in America so obsessed with drinkware? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense, but the obsession is real. I guess people aren't buying makeup, they're buying cups, and they're just storing these cups all over their house. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I get such a kick out of seeing them too. But yeah, it's quite the time. Okay, so this is kind of an odd color combo. I really wanted to use the shade called Gone Bad. It's a pretty like pinky raspberry shade. And then on the outer corner I used Hot Take, which is like an olive green. I wanted to use it instead of using a brown shade, and I don't know that I love it, but we'll see. And then on my lid, I use this shade called No Doubt, which is a really pretty like duochrome green shadow. So the metallics are really nice in this palette. They also swatch nicely, but that matte shade, ooh, it looks rough. I think I might have to try a brown matte, because the olive is like not sticking to my crease, and it's honestly kind of embarrassing because it's a Colourpop palette. Like, I shouldn't have to work this hard to make Colourpop shadows work. But honestly, I kind of hate this look. I hate the color combo. I was trying to, you know, break out of my monochromatic looks, but don't get too close because it's not looking so hot. So whatever, we'll roll with it. We'll see. Maybe it'll look good on camera, and maybe I'm just like being too hard on myself. But ooh, if you guys could be here in person, I feel like you would silently judge me, or maybe you would judge me out loud. That's fine too. But anyway, am I done talking about cups and people's obsession with cups? I guess so. I'll keep you guys posted on how I feel about the Brewmate. But man, I do not understand people's obsession with Stanleys. I think they're so ridiculous. I mean, it's great that it fits in your cup holder, but other than that, what are they good for? What are they good for? And then the people that say like, I drink way more water because I have a Stanley, it's like, okay. I mean, it's a freaking cup. But I'm part of the problem too. I myself am a Hydro Flask gal, and I have quite a few Hydro Flasks. I think I have 4 of them. But yeah, I really love them. They're so superior. They keep ice cold for hours and hours and hours and hours. And yeah, I just really like it. Plus they are leak proof, which makes me so happy. Okay, so I did powder the under eyes just to keep it from getting messy. And now let's do some eyeliner. So I think I'm going to use some of my new Colourpop ones. What shade do I want to pull in? I think this pretty green one. I already broke this box. Great. Love that for me. This color, it's called Aglow. It's like a really pretty seafoam green. Also, if you guys are hearing lullaby music, obviously you know Baby is here with me. She fell asleep in the car because we went to the library. But she's getting big, y'all. She's getting big. So as soon as I took her out of her car seat to change her diaper, she was up. And I was like, okay, well, I want to film. Your sister's asleep, so we're just going to have to go downstairs. My filming room is such a mess. I just have not had time to catch up. And my babysitter was sick the last 2 days that she was supposed to come. So I've just been rolling with it. And I'm like, I'll just clean the next time she comes. But I also have a lot of videos I need to film still, like all of my August videos that I usually do, like my anti-haul I haven't done. I haven't posted my haul video for August. I haven't done my rankings. I haven't done any of the videos I do as like a monthly series, because I was just filming so much of other content. So hopefully I can catch up, although I have like the new Glaminatrix palette coming. I know I talked to Blend Money and she said that she's sending me her new stuff. I have the new Game Beauty stuff coming. So next week I'm thinking I'm gonna be busy again. God, I hate this eye look. I literally look like an ugly watermelon. like a rotten watermelon. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like this palette has so much potential, and then I created this like hideous color story, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. I'm apparently so mad about these Starbucks cups that I just couldn't even focus on an eye look. So I'm going to use the first shade in this palette as my inner corner. It's like a really pretty ivory shade, but it has like a green. Look at that. Oh, it has this beautiful green duochrome. I feel like the only thing this palette is missing is like a mid-tone green shade that I could have used on the crease, because it has like the most beautiful light green. So yeah, that would have been really nice if they included that. Okay, let's go ahead and play with the Hourglass palette. So I did pull out some of the Hourglass palettes that I have. So I have the Tiger palette from last year, and I have bought their other holiday palettes in previous years as well. I've decluttered a few. I can't remember what year this one is from. I think probably like 2019 maybe. And then this is my favorite. This is their cream face palette. I wish they would relaunch this and also add more shades. The bronzer works, but if you are darker than me, it's probably not going to work for you. So I know that's one thing that people always talk about when it comes to Hourglass is their shade inclusivity. I feel like they have made strides and come out with a lot more shades, but we can always do better when it comes to that. And this is the Tiger palette from last year, so I just want to show you guys a little side by side. I feel like this is the darkest color story from the 2023 palettes, and I don't know that I've seen anybody with my skin tone or darker use the Snake palette. So hopefully this is going to be helpful for you guys, and hopefully this will redeem this look, because it's so bad. But I've been using the Tiger palette, so I'm going to use the same brush, and this is the bronzer shade right here. This is Solar Bronze, and I'm just going to dig into that with this brush. The one thing about these palettes is how small the pans are, and so sometimes it's like you wish they had bigger pans so that you could get big brushes in, because face brushes tend to be bigger, but it is what it is. So I like to always start with my bronzer, and I'm just gonna go on the perimeters of my face here. The highlighter was so beautiful when I swatched it, so I'm very excited. This definitely is a good bronzer shade for me. I don't think it's too dark, but it's definitely there. So hopefully if you are a skin tone close to mine. At least this will help you know whether this is going to work for you or not. I really want to play with the orange blush, but I think I'm going to have to use the pink or like the melony tone today just to go with my look. So I just need a brush for that. I don't even know if these brushes are clean. I'm just grabbing them, and that is the blush in the shade Mystic Flush. I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. I feel like I've just done so much content that was like dedicated to palettes the last few weeks, and I just wanted to sit and like chat with my friends and bitch about Starbucks cups really with you guys, and just like our obsession with drinkware like does not make sense to me. I mean, I'm obsessed too. I'm part of the problem, I get it, but it's like, why? Why are we like that? Also, did you guys pick up your Halloween palettes? Oh my gosh. Let me know what you think. Were you guys surprised? Were you excited? Did you pick it up? It is available now, and I was just so excited. The palettes are so gorgeous, and there's so many beautiful fall launches. I don't think the makeup industry has had so many launches in a season as we did in this past season, and they're not even done yet. Like I said, I still have brands sending me stuff, and don't get me wrong, I'm so excited. I just feel like, wow, it's been quite a busy start to the fall season. That highlighter is stunning. I freaking love it. So the look is pretty much done. Let me spray my face really quick, and then let's look at some of the goodies Rare Beauty sent me. Okay, so to set my face, I did use the Milk Makeup. This is the Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. Love this so much. And then this is the little bag of goodies that Rare Beauty sent my way. So there's 4 products in here. We have the Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush in the shade Encourage. I believe I have all of their liquid blushes, so I'm going to put that in my giveaway pile. I have the Lip Souffle Cream in the shade Elevate. I don't believe I have this shade, so I'm going to try this out. I did purchase like the terracotta shade from the Lip Souffle collection when it first launched, but I haven't used that in a while. I remember them being like those soft matte liquid lipsticks, so I'm excited to try out a different shade. I'm just using the Unearthly lip liner. I need to sharpen this one. This is in the shade called Cursed. It's a cool tone nudie brown. Unearthly has been having some amazing sales. So I saw it the other day, I think they were doing like 40% off their lip products. So let me know if you've tried their lip liners yet. What do you think? I am so nosy. So yeah, let me know. This shade looks really light, so I felt like I needed a lip liner because otherwise it would look like I was putting concealer on. Yeah, this is a very light shade, so I needed a little bit of lip liner. And what did I say this shade was called? It is called Elevate. It's so comfortable. It feels very much like a souffle, and it smells amazing. Okay, we also have in here the Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara, which isn't my favorite, but I mean, can I ever have too many mascaras? We'll see. And then I have the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner in the shade Black. I've heard this is amazing, and I haven't done a wing liner in forever, and like I already kind of hate this eye look, so why not? Oh, it's like sealed in this fancy plastic thing. Ooh, that is cute. I did not think it would come sealed like that. Okay, let's try this. I am so excited. Okay, so let me do liquid liner off camera really quick, and I'll be right back to give you guys my thoughts on this one. Okay, so I did throw on the liquid liner. It actually was kind of light on application. Like, it was sheer, so I was like, I don't love that. But once it dried down, it actually looks really good. So I'm excited to keep trying it. And the packaging is super cute. It's very easy to hold as well, which I love. Okay, so I want to try out the finishing powder in this palette. It's called Radiant Light, and I've been using this Sesame Street collection brush from Wet n Wild for finishing powder, so I'm just gonna stick to that and just kind of run it over my face. This is gonna make my face super duper dewy, so hopefully that was a good amount to put on. And so I'm going to throw on some mascara and finish up this look. And I will be right back to give you guys my thoughts on all the new products I just tried out. Okay friends, here is the finished look. What do you think? Also, if you're wondering where these earrings are from, I actually got these. They're a collaboration between the Barbie movie, I'm guessing, and Zara. And oh my gosh, they came back in stock, and I had one of them when they first launched and they sold out. And I was like, I'm not playing around this time. So I got my hands on them. I think they're so cute. I'm also wearing this clip, which is part of the Barbie collaboration with the brand Kitsch. And they had the most adorable stuff. There's a set of clips. I also have the scrunchie I was wearing. And then I also have like the Kitsch ponytail holders from the Barbie line. Anyway, I've been buying all the Barbie things, but I just wanted to show you. I'll link as much as I can down below. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the new makeup I tried today so I can give you guys my opinions. So I think my favorite thing I tried today is the Hourglass palette. This is beautiful as always. They did a fabulous job. Oh my gosh, the bronzer is beautiful, the highlight's beautiful, the blushes I'm so excited to keep playing with. The finishing powder is gorgeous as well. So I think this palette saved this look because you guys already know how I feel about the eyeshadow palette. I will say I can't wait to keep trying the Rare Beauty eyeliner. I've definitely kind of fallen off the liquid liner train because I used to wear a wing liner every day, you guys. I remember that. But now I don't do it as much, so I will hope to do that more with this eyeliner. So as far as the lip souffle from Rare Beauty goes, I think this is a fine formula. It's definitely not my favorite liquid lipstick formula, and I just don't love this color. So I probably should have known better, but I wanted to try it out and see because they did send it to me. And I remember that the other one I had, the one I bought with my own money, I did feel like it kind of dried out pretty quick, so I ended up decluttering the shade I bought with my own money when these launched. So something to keep in mind if you are interested in these products. I have liquid lipsticks that I've had for years and years and years that have held up great. So I think it just kind of depends on the formula. So that is my thought on that. And then for foundation and concealer today, nothing new. I'm just wearing the Makeup Forever foundation and concealer because I love that so much. Just wanted to mention that to you guys. And then as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, I feel like I did this palette dirty. I could have done a better color combo. I think that's what really threw me off. This beautiful strawberry shade did show up in the crease, so I love that. The metallic went on beautifully. I think it was the outer corner that threw me off with this look, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Things don't always go perfectly, and I'll probably still edit and upload this look because, you know, that's how things go sometimes. Sometimes my experiments don't always pay off. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Let me know your thoughts on our addiction to tumblers. And definitely let me know if you were able to score the slime tumbler from Starbucks for Halloween. I think it's so cute. It does actually glow in the dark too, which is really quite cool. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!